Our golden rule is to do no harm, to come in and accentuate, restore where necessary, rehabilitate. But it's really that last R, repurpose, that we focus on, how to bring life back into old buildings. The building has had good stewards before us. So there's lots of historic richness and detail that it's very important for us to preserve.
The history behind these buildings is really important, I think special to a lot of people. These old buildings aren't going away. To have the folks like Lucas and his group, to have that vision, have the understanding, working with the city of Roanoke to not let places like this go to waste or be demolished, and to bring it back to life makes Roanoke that much more special.
Historic preservation ties our past to our future. By understanding specialized lending and being able to provide specialized lending, we can help restore these buildings and turn them into vibrant spaces that benefit the community.
There's a lot of really beautiful architectural detail, in this particular hall, from the soaring eagles and the crests, to the intricate work in the diebold safes. And there's one in particular that has these sort of intricate coins from the turn of the century. One of the things that, this building embodies that has really been interesting for me to think about is how fast-moving and complicated and interesting Roanoke was in 1912 when this building was coming up. In 1890, there was very little going on. That's when the first iteration of Hotel Roanoke was constructed. Mud streets, just not a lot going on. And then by 1912, you've got this building, you've got the Colonial Arms building across the street, you've got Liberty Trust in 1907. So, it really was just changing so quickly. The Magic City, the Star City, and it was really coming out of nothing. So I'm always struck by how much change was occurring in that particular part, and then in our own small way to play a role, in that 100 years later.
I think it's important that communities preserve the historic assets that they've accumulated over the years, whether that's old buildings such as the Promontory. There's a lot of rich history here. This was one of the first banks chartered in Roanoke. Over the years, it served many of the residents here in Roanoke. Like a lot of banks, it has gone away. What I find particularly compelling is that Roanoke's largest community financial institution, Freedom First Credit Union, is providing the capital to revitalize this building and turn it into a rich community asset.
I see this project and this development as part of an ongoing evolution of Roanoke, right? We're betting that Roanoke can be more than it is and more than it was. And I believe Freedom First sees that.